Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video, I'm going to talk about the books of the Holy Bible, and my presentation will have the following outline. First, I will talk about the compilation of the Holy Bible. Then, I'll talk about the first and last books of the Holy Bible and the kind of information that they present. Then I'll talk about the other books also of the Holy Bible. Then I'll summarize the presentation. Then I'll end the presentation with a prayer. So let's get started. The Holy Bible is a compilation of 66 books, which were written by different authors across different generations. And the compilation of the Holy Bible is split into two main testaments. And these testaments are the Old Testament, which is made up of 39 books. And then we also have the New Testament, which is made up of 27 books. The 39 books of the Old Testament mainly describe life before the birth of Jesus Christ. On the other hand, the 27 books of the New Testament mainly describe life during the time of Jesus Christ and life in the aftermath of his death. All the above books combined provide critical information about how the world began, how God related to mankind over the ages, and also about how the world would eventually come to an end. The first book of the Holy Bible is the book of Genesis, and the last book of the Holy Bible is the book of Revelation. The book of Genesis describes how the world was created and the beginning of the relationship between God and mankind. Genesis also explains the lives and activities of the early generations of people immediately after the creation of the world. On the other hand, the book of Revelation describes how the world will come to an end. It also talks about judgment and what happens within, and then also what will happen after the judgment. The book of Revelation also describes or explains some mysteries about how the devil and his demonic forces came to be, their war against humanity, and what will eventually happen to them and their followers at the end of the world. The other books, between the first and last books, describe the activities of different generations of people from the beginning of creation to the aftermath of Jesus Christ. Information on the generational line to Jesus Christ can also be found in these books. The books between Genesis and Revelation show us the details of how God related to the different generations of people. These books also have important life lessons which are meant to help the individual live a fruitful and successful life here on earth. Now, throughout all these books, one main knowledge which stands out in all these books is the fact that the human being has a short life. And as such, the human being would eventually get to the point, where he or she would die off. Now, the concept or what actually entails or what happens during death and what actually happens in the aftermath of death is actually something that every reasonable human being must be concerned about, because we all share death as a common destiny, and it will eventually happen to everyone, at the end of their life. So, in summary, the Holy Bible is a compilation of 66 books which were written by different authors across different generations. And these books are split between two main groups. We have the Old Testament, which is made up of 39 books, and then we also have the New Testament, which is made up of 27 books. The first book of the Holy Bible is called the Book of Genesis, and this book describes how the world was created and the beginning of the relationship between God and mankind. The last book, on the other hand, of the Holy Bible is called the Book of Revelation. And this book of Revelation describes how the world will come to an end. It also describes judgment and also talks about what happens after judgment. The main information which stands out, throughout all the books in the Holy Bible is the fact that we human beings have a very short life, and as such, we would eventually get to the point of death. And as such, every reasonable human being amongst us must be concerned about death and what happens beyond death. At this point, if you are willing, I would like you to pray this prayer with me. Dear God, I come before you today. Please have mercy on me and grant me understanding of your word. Inspire me to learn your word and lead me to the truth. Save me from deception in this world and disaster beyond this life. I thank you for listening to my prayer. Amen. Brothers and sisters, if you prayed this prayer, I believe that the one true God who created the world and made everything possible will transform you in ways that you could never imagine. Stay blessed. At this point, I would like to thank you for making the time to watch my presentation. Please like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.